In that, one is inductive effect. That discussion is over. Inductive effect have positive and negative. Now let me put discussion of resonance. Resonance or mesomerism. Mesomeric effect. Okay, this is also noticed as a positive and negative. Let me consider the stability of the conjugate base, which is going to dictate the acoustic strength of the N acid. So, in order to understand the stability of conjugate base, we have considered already inductive effect. Let me consider the next electronic factor, that is the resonance. For example, we just take you take like two substances like HNO3 and HNO2. So among these two, which is a stronger acid? It just what is the conjugate base of this one? It is NO3 minus. This is NO2 minus. So based on the resonance, we can say, if you write the resonance structures of NO3 minus, we have these are the resonance structures. We have three structures will be there. So these are the possible resonance structures for nitrate ion, which is a conjugate base of nitric acid. So now let us go for NO2 minus. If you go for NO2 minus, its structure will be this one, and we have one more structure. This one. So these are the structures of NO2 minus. So among these two conjugate bases, the first one will have the more resonating structures. That means the charge of the negative charge of oxygen is distributed for all the three oxygens. What is the real structure of this? The real structure of nitrate will be minus 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3. It is just about, this is the charge. That means the charge is just distributed in such a way, it is minimized because of more resonating structures. So I want to say that the nitrate is more stable compared to NO2 minus because of more resonating structures. That's why as it is more stable, so it is more preferred to jump into this part by ejection of the proton compared to here. So the nitric acid is stronger than nitrous acid. It's based on the resonance. The resonance effect. See, for example, you just take a compound like CH3Cn, and you also take CH2, two groups of Cn. Here it is all derivatives of methane. Here one hydrogen replaced by Cn, two hydrogens replaced by Cn. Let me take three hydrogens are replaced with Cn. So now among these three substances, which eject proton easily? So let us write its conjugate base and we analyze how it is going to be stabilized. What is conjugate base of this? By ejection of one proton from this carbon. So this is the one. And of course it is stabilized by resonance. There is a conjugation between non-bonding electrons to pi bond. That makes the resonance structure of this is CH2 double bond, C double bond N. Okay, here already 2 electron. So now the negative charge is over nitrogen. So there are two resonating structures for the conjugate base of methyl cyanide or ethane nitride. Now if you take the next compound, what is its conjugate base? This one. Now this non-bonded electrons over carbon can be delocalized with reference to two nitrile groups. So if it goes along this, we get one structure. The structure of that is nothing but, and the other one is similarly simply like this. This is one structure. If it happens along this path, the other structure will be, we have this one. So there are like that for this compound, that is whenever there are two cyanide groups are substituted over hydrogens, two hydrogens are replaced with two cyanide groups, then there is more scope of resonating structures. That means the conjugate base, that is non-bonded electrons over carbon, can be delocalized with reference to two nitrile groups. That means more resonant structures is appeared. So definitely you can say the conjugate base of the second one is more stable because where the more resonant structures appeared. So as among these two, the second one is more stable. That's why the conjugate, the respective the acid of this is a more stronger acid. So I want to say that the second one is a stronger acid than the first one, because for the second one in its respective conjugate base is more stabilized based on the resonance. If you go for this, it is still will have more resonance because the resonance happens with reference to three nitrile groups. So order of first extent, what happens? It gradually increases. So the order of first extent gradually increases. It is first, second, third. In this way, the resonance concept is helpful to give the order of first extent in these three compounds. Once we know the order of first extent, then three compounds from top to bottom. Then basic strength increases from down to up among the respective conjugate bases. So this is based on the resonance we can put the discussion. For example, we just take, we have a list like this. We have the list like normally RSO3H, which is stronger than carboxylic acid and which is stronger than carbonic acid, H2CO3. Carbonic acid. Yes, it's correct only, H2CO3. Sulfonic acid, carboxylic acid and carbonic acid. And thereafter we can go for, okay, let us try to compare these three acids and let me consider the next part is phenol also. And the next part is we can go for alcohol also, otherwise water. You can go for water and you can go for, this is normally the notice rustic strength of the different compounds where the ejection of proton taking place from oxygen. In all these cases, proton is ejecting from the OH bond. So from which OH bond the ejection of proton is so easily. In all these examples, in place of this we are taking this list. In all this list of compounds, the bond is OH bond. From that hydrogen is supposed to be ejected. So in which example the ejection of proton is so easy. Let us try to discuss based on the resonance once again. So if you write what is its conjugate base, the conjugate base of the first one is RSO3 minus. This is the conjugate base. This is the conjugate base of the first one, sulfonic acid. So it is having the resonating structures. So these are the resonant structures of sulfonic acid. If you go for the conjugate base of the second one, it gives a carboxylate ion after ejection of proton. That is nothing but these are the resonant structures of carboxylate. So among these two compounds, which conjugate base is more stabilized? So you can say the first compound because it is having three resonating structures where the negative charge over oxygen which is delocalized over the remaining two more oxygens. So thereby the distribution of negative charge is more diffuse or more distributed over many atoms. So what is the real structure? We can write the real structure. This is the real structure of O. That means here minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. The minus 1 charge, that is a negative charge of oxygen which is distributed all over 3 oxygen. That's why the species is stabilized. But in this case, what is the real structure? Minus 1 and minus 1. Minus 1. That is minus 1 is equal to contributed to for the 2 oxygens. So like that. So definitely the first situation is more stable compared to second situation, because in the case of sulfonate, the charge is distributed in such a way, it is distributed over 3 oxygens, moreover it is having more resonating structures. That's why the sulfonate is a stable species compared to carboxylate. That's why sulfonic acid is stronger acid compared to carboxylic acid. So by this way, I can say the first one, this is a stronger acid compared to this one. If you compare among these two, what happens? The difference is here, in case of R, we have just introduced OH group. OH group is introduced. So what is the consequence of this OH group? Here we have originally this kind of conjugation. This negative charge is distributed either this oxygen or this oxygen as per resonance. That means we can write the supported structures are like this, similar to carboxylate. But other than that, this oxygen will have the non-bonded electrons. That gives one more resonating structure. So what is that? If it delocalizes like this, we get one more resonating structure. So this is the structure where it is highly destabilized resonating structure, because the negative charge is appeared over 2 oxygens, which is very nearer one to another. Means due to repulsions of the similar kind of charge, this structure is destabilized. So the presence of the OH groups, the OH group which pumps the electron to the remaining part of the carboxylate, and which gives a new structure which is going to be destabilized. So and this is electron donating group via the resonance, via the delocalization. That refers to, we can say, under resonance effect or mesomeric effect, that is called as Plessy group. I am saying that there are certain groups which pump the electron to the rest of the molecule via delocalization, via conjugation. In that situation, that is called as a conjugative effect or mesomeric effect or resonance effect. So in this way, the positive, sorry, not Plessy, here I have to write, is about the mesomeric effect or resonance effect. Let me write plus R and minus R. So here once again, resonance effect, resonance or mesomerism is a situation where delocalization happens along the conjugation, a conjugation of pi bonds, a conjugation of non-bonded electrons with pi bond. The delocalization or conjugation refers to resonance. So in that resonance, there are certain groups which pumps the electron via delocalization. Such groups are called positive groups in terms of resonance. So it means we have once again positive resonance groups, negative resonance groups, plus R groups and minus R groups. In this case, the function of the OH is a positive resonance group. It is acting as a positive resonance that makes giving a new structure which is destabilizing the compound, destabilizing the molecule. That is the reason we can say the carbonic acid is weaker than carboxylic acid. Okay, the carbonic acid is weaker than carboxylic acid. And in the same manner, let me take one more good example to understand what is positive resonance and negative resonance, positive mesomeric effect and negative mesomeric effect. See, for example, so you just to take an example like formic acid, and you just take formic acid and you take benzoic acid. So among these two, which conjugate base is more stable? Here, what is conjugate base of this? HCOO minus. So but in this case, its conjugate base is like this. But which is more stable? So we have normally we have two structures for this, which is having the two structures as usual. The two structures of carboxylate. So these are the resonant structures for a carboxylate group. That is the situation for conjugate base of formic acid. But what is conjugate base of benzoic acid? Here we have two structures as usual. But other than these two, similar to this positive resonance effect, how it is happening by OH group, this group is also trying to show the positive resonance effect. The positive resonance effect, that means the phenyl group, which is making to delocalize in this pattern. That makes a new structure is obtained. What is that new structure? So this is a new structure arises because of the positive mesomeric effect or positive resonance effect shown by phenyl group. So it is a phenyl group. Here what is the function of this? It is electron pumping, which pumps the electron to the rest of the molecule because oxygen is more electronegative here. So once it pumps the electron, it gives a new structure, and the new structure is a destabilized structure. The new structure is a destabilized structure. That means the presence of phenyl group and which function it's acting as a positive resonance effect. The group is acting as the positive effect in terms of resonance. The positive effect exhibited by phenyl group, that is a positive, the plus M effect or plus R effect, which makes a structure where the carboxylate group is destabilized. Due to, once again, the two similar charges are appear similar and it will be repel and it is destabilized. That is the reason the conjugate base of benzoic acid is less stable compared to conjugate base of the formic acid. So which explains the formic acid is stronger. Among these two, which is stronger? This is stronger. The formic acid is stronger than benzoic acid. Okay, dear student, I want to say that I am saying that the phenyl group here acted as a plus or nature. Some situation the phenyl group is also acted as a negative effect also. That means it is also withdraws the electron from the rest of the molecule as per the demand of the situation in the molecule. Let me take one example for that to understand what is positive and negative mesomeric effect. Sometimes the phenyl group is also showing minus resonance effect. That is, let me give an example. You take an example like toluene. If we take an example like toluene, CH, you know the derivative of methane where one of the hydrogen is replaced by phenyl group. This is a toluene. Let me take, these are all derivatives of methane. One hydrogen is replaced by phenyl group. Let me take another example where two hydrogens are replaced with phenyl groups. Let me take another example. The three hydrogens are replaced with phenyl group. So we got these are the compounds. So in which case, which is a stronger acid? So what is its conjugate base? The conjugate base of this is nothing but CH2 minus. This is the after ejection of proton, it's the respective conjugate base. And here this is we can say that it is having the resonance of that is the negative charge is withdrawn by the rest of the benzene. That means benzene withdraws the electron and we have the resonance of this one to the benzene ring. That means here the benzene acted as an electron withdrawing nature through resonance, through conjugation. That's why I want to say that the function of the phenyl is it is minus R, negative resonance effect or negative mesomeric effect. So what then happens? Going to be like this and etc. You can write like that. Now if you take what is conjugate base of this one, in this case you will get the conjugate base will be, we have two phenyl groups are here. So there are two phenyl groups. Two phenyl groups is ready to withdraw this electron pair. That means the negative charge is distributed over the two benzene rings. That means the species is going to be stabilized because it is entering into the benzene ring by two groups. The two groups is responsible to take this electron density. That means more resonance structures you will get. So if it withdraws this benzene ring, the respective resonance structures. If it withdraws by this benzene ring, you get respective resonance. That means more resonance structures are available here in order to disperse the charge over the carbon. That means the conjugate base of this is more stabilized compared to the conjugate base of the first one. So whenever the base is more stable, the respective acid is a stronger one. Because once it is stable, it is more extent to go forward by transfer of proton to water. So among these, we can say that, so in this situation, the function of the phenyl group is the negative inductive effect. Sorry, negative effect in terms of resonance. We have the positive effect and negative effect by which group? The phenyl group. I am saying that the phenyl group is exhibiting sometimes the positive resonance effect, sometimes a negative resonance effect as per the situation. That is the specialty of the phenyl. So to say the acidic strength of these compounds, the negative effect, the negative resonance effect of phenyl group is helping to say which is a stronger acid. So you can say the acidic strength is gradually increases from top to bottom, like that. Okay. So in this way we can understand the meaning of positive resonance and negative resonance. Otherwise it is strictly called as a positive mesomeric effect and negative mesomeric effect. So it is a phenomenon of resonance, it is a phenomenon of conjugation, but there are certain groups which are responsible whether the obtained structures is going to be stabilized or destabilized. So that means what is the function of that particular group to stabilize the molecule or destabilize the molecule? That group, if it pumps the electron through conjugation, that is called positive mesomeric effect group. If it is withdraws the electron by conjugation, that is called minus mesomeric effect. So in this way, the mesomeric effect is discussed in terms of plus M and minus M. That is considered to understand the relative strength of some substances. This way, so we are clear that the sulfonic acid is stronger than carboxylic acid and carboxylic acid is stronger than carbonic acid. So here it is explained based on the function of OH, it is acting as a plus M effect that makes the destabilizing of the respective Lewis structure or resonant structure. And now let me try to discuss among these two. The carboxylic acid, that is a carbonic acid and phenol. Then if you write the phenol, the conjugate base of the phenol. Write the conjugate base of the phenol. Here it is a phenol. If we take, what is its conjugate base? Phenoxide. So let us write the resonating structures of the phenoxide. If we write that one, so these are the resonant structures of the phenol, that is a phenoxide, which is a conjugate base of the phenol. So in this case also the negative charge is distributed over other carbon atoms. But the situation is, we can say these are not said to be equivalent structures because the negative charge here appeared over oxygen, but in this situation it appeared over carbon atoms. The negative charge appears over higher electronegative atom is more suggestible. That means this is a preferable structure compared to other structures. This is a more stable form of the structure compared to other structures. That's why here the structures are not equivalent. In that situation, even though it is having more resonating structures, and moreover the negative charge is not considered only over oxygen, it is considered over carbon. So this resonance is less effective when compared to resonance noticed in carboxylate. The carboxylate will have only two resonating structures. The carboxylate group only two resonance, but in that situation it is both the structures are equivalent. The negative charge is distributed only over oxygen, which is of more electronegative. That's why the resonance exhibited by carboxylate is more effective compared to the resonance exhibited by phenoxide. So that's why we can understand that the phenoxide is less stable compared to carboxylate of the carbonic acid. So that's why the carbonic acid is a stronger acid compared to phenol. Okay, that means what is the acidic strength? First, second, third, fourth, like that. Now we can compare with water. So in the case of phenoxide there is a resonance, but in the case of water, what is conjugate base of water? Hydroxide. There is no question of any resonance. So hydroxide is less stable compared to phenoxide because phenoxide is having the resonance. So that's why phenoxide is more stable. That's why the respect to conjugate acid, that is a phenol, that phenol is a stronger acid compared to water. And among water and alcohol, water is a stronger acid because it is electron pumping group by inductive effect, positive inductive effect. Like that, alcohol is considered as a weaker acid compared to water. But in this case, there is one example. There is everywhere the alcohol is not a weaker acid compared to water. Let me take an example. Just to take an example, there is some situations. For example, if you take methyl, you take CH3OH, you take CH3OH. The conjugate base is CH3O minus. Here it is noted that if you take water, the conjugate base is this one. So even though we are having this methyl group and it is increasing the electron density, definitely it is supposed to be less stable compared to hydroxide. But it is practically noted that the methoxide is more stable compared to hydroxide in the solvent water. That is, here it is influence of nature of solvent. So that means the reason is here the electron density increases, that makes the sphere, that means in the case of CH3O minus, because of higher electron density there is a sphere of more water molecules. I want to say that the solvation is very high in this case. Due to solvation, the methoxide ion is more stabilized compared to hydroxide. So when methoxide is more stable than hydroxide, definitely the respective conjugate, the respective acid is strong. That means the methanol is a stronger acid compared to water. So which is a stronger acid? The methanol is a stronger acid than water. It is based on by saying that is unexpected stability of methoxide due to solvent effect. So the methoxide is a one where electron density over oxygen is very high. That makes many molecules of water is solvated because methyl group is small in size. But when you increase more and more carbons, when you go for ethoxide, the situation not so. Because the ethyl group is bigger, that means the solvent molecules number will be less. That means the solvation is more preferable for methoxide, but not for ethoxide or isopropoxide or tertiary butoxide like that. So in other situations, the solvent effect is not having any role, but only in this situation, the solvent effect is responsible to say the methoxide is more stable than hydroxide. Otherwise, methyl alcohol is a stronger acid than water. Because here solvation is due to ion dipole interaction, because the water is a dipole molecule. So in this way, we can say the specialty, the some exceptional order, that is methyl alcohol is a stronger acid than water. But generally, the alcohol is a weaker acid than water. That's why we say we give the order of acetic strength methyl alcohol and then water, and then we give general form of alcohol. It is first, it is second, it is third, like that. So in the list of conjugate acid base theory, it is just arranged like this. Whenever you go in the list, on top to bottom, the acetic strength it gradually decreases. Hence, and what is the positive resonance effect and negative resonance effect? Now let me take some other examples. This concept of mesomeric effect to compare the acetic strength of the compounds. The acetic strength of substituted phenols, when once it is substituted like a group of NO2 group, we have the group like we have the compound like phenol. This is a phenol. Let me take different compounds of substituted compounds. Let me substitute with the ortho position with NO2. Let me take one more compound where substitution happens at meta position by the same group, nitro group. Let me take another example where substitution of NO2 happens at para position. Okay. So now let us try to analyze here. Here the function of NO2 group is basically it is electron donating, electron withdrawing group. Because how to say the groups which are electron withdrawing groups? Here it is the situation of NO2 will be like this. In this situation, it is a group actually it is a group having a multiple bond and a terminal atom of more electronegative. That's why it is trying to withdraw the electrons in this manner. That's why NO2 is no doubt it is electron withdrawing group through delocalization, through conjugation. So it is an example of, we can say, minus RF, R group, minus R group. The function of NO2 is minus R group. So in these examples, in the substituted part of the phenol, in this area, NO2 is also acted as a inductive effect. That means that it can withdraw the electrons even by the sigma bonds also. That is referred as inductive effect. So we have here the inductive effect of negative. The minus A effect is shown by all the situations. NO2 group, which functions, it withdraws the electrons from the rest of the molecule just by along the sigma bonds. But in which case the inductive effect is maximum? Is this situation. It is very near to this group. That's why here it is maximum, but here it is a minimum, low, minimum, maximum and minimum. And this NO2 group, that is a resonance effect, is happens especially when it is present appeared at ortho and para. Because once you have considered at para, or suppose if it is at here it is NO2 is at para, then what happens? It is the conjugation of this is a withdrawing, that makes here it is becomes a positive. If it is entered here, it becomes here a positive. Then there is a scope of entry of these electrons. That way the bond polarity will increase. That means the conjugation is responsible to improve the bond polarity of OH in phenol, and acidic strength is increased. So like that, whenever NO2 group is at para position, that the positive, the negative resonance effect, you can say the electron withdrawing through resonance, that is minus R effect is acting. That happens even presence at ortho position also. For example, you just in the case of ortho also it is noticed. The case of here also it is noticed. You just see here it is NO2. It is withdraws, then it is goes here. That means here positive. Then this will be like this. So the conjugation effect will have the influence to improve the bond polarity of OH of phenol, and acidic strength increases. That means we can say the minus R effect is noticed for para compound, even for ortho compound. This resonance is not affected with respect to distance. Inductive effect only having the importance of the distance. The group is very nearer, that means inductive effect is maximum. But in the case of resonance, there is no question of the distance, because it is via the conjugation. Whatever the distance from this end to that end of the molecule, it can move because of the conjugation of the pi bonded electrons. So that's why in the case of conjugation effect or mesomeric effect, the distance doesn't have any role. So the resonance is equally happens either at ortho point or even at the para point or para position. But is the resonance is appearing in the meta compound? If you know the meta compound, let us analyze whether it is noticed or not. This is the now once it is we get here it is a positive charge. If it is entered, we get a positive charge. If it is entered, it is a positive. That means this carbon is not getting the positive charge. That means the impact of this conjugation of NO2 is not directly hitting the OH group. That means these electrons are not withdrawing by this group via the conjugation. So here you can say whenever NO2 group is placed at meta position, that kind of conjugation effect is not noticed. The mesomeric effect is not noticed. That's why here there is no question of the resonance. So the resonance is appeared at ortho position, even at a para position, but not at meta position. So you can understand that here. So now the withdrawing nature is more and more at ortho and para compared to meta, because in meta only inductive effect, but in ortho and para, other than inductive effect, this resonance effect is also happens in terms of negative effect. So but one more factor is noticed here. There is a factor of hydrogen bonding is appeared in the case of ortho compound. It is an ortho compound. It is a meta substituted compound. It is a para substituted compound. Ortho nitrophenol, meta nitrophenol, para nitrophenol. here the groups are very near, that means there is a hydrogen bonding, intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So because of intramolecular hydrogen bonding, even though the minus effect is maximum for ortho, it is very near to OH, the minus effect is maximum in ortho compared to para. Because of this intramolecular hydrogen bonding, the ejection of proton is not supported. So that's why the most ejectable proton is noticed at the last quarter. So that means this is going to be the first. The next position goes to this one. The next position goes to this one, and last one is this one. Because the substituted nitrophenols is stronger acids compared to unsubstituted part of the phenols. So the substituted nitro compounds are stronger acid compared to phenol because nitro group is electron withdrawing group. So in this way, in this discussion, we can say that the para-nitrophenol is first more acidic because the conjugate base is most replaced here. The next one is orthonitrophenol, the next one is metanitrophenol, the last one goes to phenol. So this is acidic strength of nitrophenols. So by considering the resonance effect and inductive effect, resonance effect, some abnormal situation of intramolecular hydrogen bonding, all these factors we just noticed, and we have just compared in which case electron withdrawal is maximum, and that is going to be stronger acid. Now let us go to substitute. For example, okay, let me consider a situation, a phenol where it is substituted with a methyl group. Methyl group. The phenol is substituted with a methyl group. Methyl group substituted at ortho position. Methyl group substituted at meta position. Methyl group substituted at para position. Like this. So now here the substitution of methyl group. You know, methyl group is normally considered as electron donating group, even in terms of inductive effect, even in terms of there is one more effect referred as a hyperconjugation. Now it is the time to discuss what is hyperconjugation. We have already discussed inductive effect, resonance effect. Now let me put the discussion of one more factor, that is hyperconjugation. So what is hyperconjugation? Let me go for the discussion of hyperconjugation. Hyperconjugation, which is also referred as a no bond resonance. It is also a kind of resonance, otherwise a kind of conjugation. It is of course called as a no bond resonance. No bond resonance, which is okay, which is normally of a positive, which is normally of positive. It is having positive effect normally. Okay. Hyperconjugation. Which is hyperconjugation is a situation which is noticed. It is a kind of conjugation which is involved by sigma bond. There is involvement of sigma bonded electrons in terms of conjugation. So far we never seen the conjugation of pi electrons is involved, conjugation of non-bonded electrons involved. But now here it is a special situation, the conjugation involved with sigma bonded electrons. So for example, in order to say the state